We now want to head to Centero Norfolk General Hospital. That's where some of those ambulances went with some of the victims. News 3's Danielle is there live. And Danielle, very fluid situation. I know you're just now getting on the scene. What have you been able to see unfold there at Centero Norfolk General Hospital?
Hey, Kurt. Actually, I ran into a family who was waiting to hear about their relative who actually was inside Walmart. Crazy thing tonight with them. The sister told me that what happened is that her brother went in for his shift. And then shortly after he went in, the family was alerted that he had been shot. So they've been here at the hospital for a little bit. They just heard from his doctor saying that he had been shot in a couple places. But he's talking. His wife is inside. He's communicating with the family. But overall, the family says it's just been a very, very scary situation tonight. In fact, they were all up and communicating with each other because they were planning on doing a Thanksgiving specifically for that relative who was inside Walmart. Since he's working on Black Friday, he wasn't going to be able to spend time with his family. So they were having this elaborate thing, getting it prepared for tomorrow for their pre-Thanksgiving. And then unfortunately, this happened. So as I said, this family is out here just waiting to hear more information. I believe a couple of them have gone in to try and talk to him, but it looks like he might be kept overnight, as will some other victims we're expecting. As police mentioned, these victims have been going to area hospitals to get treated. We're not sure how many patients are here at this time who were involved in the Walmart shooting, but all we know is that this one family is here, and they told me they're not going anywhere until they get more answers or if they can bring their loved one home. Kurt.
Danielle, did they indicate how they heard about that? I mean, were they just watching news coverage and they saw this and they knew that they had to head to the, did they share with you how they knew that he was at the hospital?
So the sister told me it sounds like a couple of the family members were on some sort of console or video game system, and that's how they had heard about it. I'm not sure yet if it would have been from the person inside Walmart or if they had found out on Twitter, but they said that they found out some way. And then his sister, the gentleman inside who was shot, is actually a nurse. So she said that she and his niece, both nurses, they kind of went into that medical mindset. They had to know the who, what, when, and where, and there wasn't really any time for panic. So they immediately got to the hospital where they knew he was going to be. But they said that they found out pretty quickly, and they said to me that it was so surreal thinking about what happened because once again, they thought, well, how can he have gotten shot? He just clocked in. But unfortunately, it did happen, and they immediately got to the hospital where he was.
Danielle, what was their mindset? I mean, I'm just trying to get a sense of, you are making plans for Thanksgiving, and then you have to kind of shift into this emergency response mode. What was their mindset when you were able to have a few words with them?
So what they told me is that obviously they were shocked that this had happened to their loved ones, but they in the moment just had to do anything they could to be with them. So they immediately came to the hospital, and they had been waiting here for a little bit. It was right as we arrived on scene that somebody had come out and described to them the injuries that their loved one had. But they had been waiting for a little bit to find out what was happening. But they told me in the moment, it was just quick thinking, Kurt. I mean, they told me they needed to be where he was and needed to find out what happened. Above all, they were just very happy that he was up and he was talking. That's what they say they're most grateful for tonight.
And so it looks like he should recover nicely. From what they're hearing right now, it looks like that should not be an issue for him.
Yes, the family says fingers crossed. It's looking good so far, especially because he is talking, communicating with them, but they're still waiting to hear back from the doctors.
News 3's Danielle reporting from Centero Norfolk General Hospital, catching up with a family that is, that is at least relieved that they are able to talk to their loved one who was in the store. Danielle, thank you so much for that.